Hello, this is Captain Blueberry Buckaroo or Lancer 737, whatever. I was asked to do a review of two of the Funkos that I own. Well, technically I have three now. The person that was requesting this, Rio, hi Rio, wanted to see my Funkos, and here they are. They're really well made, I think, for the most part. Does have a few problems though. But for the most part, I really love these. They're very well made. They seem to be much more true to the character designs on the show. I'm not going to own very much MLP merchandise, just mainly because of that. Most of the stuff I see, it looks cool, but it just doesn't look accurate. It feels very stolid, but sometimes I do worry about how brittle it could be, because the wing, when I got it, if you haven't seen the video, it broke off en route to my house, unfortunately. And I think it might be an inherent design flaw, because I'll show you with the other one, the same wing is extremely loose on it. Now, on the show, Luna's hair is always flowing because of, has something to do with her magic, and she has like an aura in her hair. And what they did with this design is they made a clear glitter part on that area where it would have that aura, and it looks really good, I think. They did the same thing with her tail. The only issue that I may have with it is you'll notice sometimes you can see some of the molding lines, and then there's that little thing. I mean, I could paint over it, maybe sand it a bit, but I don't want to take a chance and ruin it. It's an extremely good design. I have a lot of praise for it. I have to give it a 9 out of 10. This is the standard Princess Luna Funko, and over here I have a limited edition Princess Luna Funko. And I think it is really cool. The entire thing's transparent. It's kind of a... Some parts of it look like it's transparent purple, like the wings. The rest of it looks like it's a transparent navy blue. Overall, I really like it a lot. Most of the special edition transparent Funkos I don't care for much, because the color that they choose for most of the characters when they're transparent, they don't look good to me. They're not appealing. This looks awesome though. It kind of reminds me of either Nightmare Moon, which I'm pretty sure at some point they'll have a Nightmare Moon, or at the same time, or I should say, at the same time, it reminds me of the Nyx character from some of the fan-made stuff that I've seen, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately though, there is some design defects that occurred during manufacturing. There's some glue right there. I would love to give this a 10 out of 10. In my heart, I really want to give the set overall 10 out of 10, but because of the manufacturing mistakes, leaving lines in it or just glue, that's a problem for me, and so I just can't do it. I'm just going to barely show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see it, but this wing moves around way too much for my liking. It worries me a lot. I'm not going to touch it anymore. I hope you're able to see it. If not, just take my word for it. It seems like the left wing is inherently weak, and if you're planning on getting these, be prepared that it may be broken en route to your house. I have a video showing how I repaired it. It's a technique called pin and basing. I used a paper clip as a skeletal piece and put it in two holes, one hole being bigger than the other, so that it would have a piece joining them together, and then I filled both cavities with glue and the broken area with glue, super glue. think she looks really cool. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you what it looks like with the light going through it. I'm going to turn the light off and then use a LED light to illuminate it. Trying to do it in such a way that I'm not overwhelming the camera and such the viewer. I hope you can see all those different glittery pieces in it. I think it looks really sweet. So like I said, the other ones I've seen, they look terrible because they picked a bad color, I believe. Yeah, I just can't do it right the way I'm holding it. Can't do it justice. Anyway, I love them both. If I had to pick between the two, it probably would be Classic Luna, just because the transparent one, it feels like it's made out of a separate material that could possibly break even easier, and it doesn't feel as hard either. It feels a little flimsy and soft. And that just really scares me, but it looks really cool. But yeah, I'd have to pick Classic Luna. But that doesn't mean I don't dislike the transparent one. It is extremely cool. And here's one that you probably were not expecting. Special edition transparent Spike. Purple is one of my most favorite colors. Actually, it is my favorite color. And like Imperial purple is probably my favorite shade of purple. And what Spike and Princess Luna have in common is a lot of purples, or at least it depends on the picture. Anyway, this is what it looks like illuminated. Hope you can see all the glittery pieces. I approve of the special edition transparent crystal one. The color is just fine. I'm going to turn the light back on. It's a very nice piece. I would have to give it also a 9 out of 10. It's extremely well made. My only issue is his head's a little bit bubbly. His eyes are a bit too wide for my liking, but it's not that big of a deal, so I still like it a lot. What I'm holding out for, even more so than Nightmare Moon, because let's face it, Nightmare Moon is evil. I'm holding out for his second appearance as an adult dragon. That looked extremely cool. It reminds me a lot of a D&D 3.5 purple dragon without the wings. He just looked extremely awesome in it. But I approve of this piece. Didn't notice it had writing on there. Instead of actually having a stamp, they actually, in the mold, had the letters and writing on there. I can't even see it, but it does have the stamp. I like the color combination. Most of the time whenever you see purple dragons, they either have orange or yellow as its complementary color, but this near neon lime color with I guess you can call that a jungle green. With jungle green looks really, really good. I like it. And then you see a lot of different color combinations involving purple with a gold accent or complementary color. I tried to actually look more for silver, because silver by itself is usually my favorite color. But it's very hard, it seems, to make purple work as well with silver as it does with gold. Not that that's too much of a bad thing. I just think gold is a little bit too much of a gaudy color. Anyway, these are my Funkos. Oh, one last thing, I think I should show you the boxes. This was the glitter box. It's not really that much different at all, actually. And this is the other one the standard Princess Luna, although both of them were pre-releases. I like the color combination of the rainbow. It's a purple and dark blue with a light blue, well, sorry, I can't talk. A white, blue, which almost looks like turquoise, and then it has different shades of purple and blue. I just really, really love her color combination. And then Spike's is in an even smaller box. So he's more than likely cheaper, although I had to buy mine from eBay, so I don't know how much more cheaper it would be. I, for the most part, like his color combination. The purple looks a little bit too pink, actually, on the box. It's good enough, though. It's just a box. Anyway, this is the Captain signing off.